Tesla's all-new Model Y Juniper refresh is the big new Model Y update we've been waiting for, and over the last couple of weeks, a lot has changed with this story, and now we're getting some all-new features on the Model Y that we didn't think we were getting, and also this thing may be launching way sooner than we thought, despite Tesla lying and claiming it's not true. New reports say that Tesla may be readying some all-new tech, exclusive new features for Model Y Juniper, and also the launch may be moved up. Let me break down what we know about Model Y Juniper, tell you the big Model Y update coming for 2024, and sort of explain all of these rumors and headlines so you can make the best decision on whether you should buy now or wait and exactly what you're waiting for. And also a huge thanks to Oedro for sponsoring this video. All right, so let me start this video with two quick disclaimers. One, if you're asking me what Project Juniper even is, this is Tesla's rumored internal code name. You might have heard about Model 3 Highland. That was the internal code name for the new Model 3 Project Highland. And despite what Tesla and Elon may say that never existed, that definitely did exist. Reuters had the scoop on that. That was the name. And even code on Tesla's own website confirmed that internally this was called Project Highland. I think now it's technically called the upgraded Model 3, or the naming is weird. So I'm assuming if that is the trend for Model Y, this won't be like Model Y Juniper, but it'll just be upgraded Model Y, or maybe just Tesla drops that and it's just Model 3 and Model Y. This is what it is, and this is what you get moving forward. Disclaimer number 2 is for those who are looking at the current Model Y. Let me make this clear right at the top here. Current Model Y is still a great car, and even though Tesla's killer 0.99% financing deal has come to an end at the end of May, I'm sure that in order to move the needle on sales, there'll be some new incentives and sales and discounts, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to go with a Model Y now, no problem, I won't hold it against you. But personally, for everyone that I talk to, for my family members, my friends, and if I was currently in the position for a Model Y, I would be waiting for this Model Y Juniper refresh because according to all these sources and all the news and everything we know, it's going to be a massive overhaul and really worth the wait. And now we're learning that wait might not be as long as we thought. And to sort of recap the older news here pretty quickly for those of you who heard this before, basically the crux of this is that the Model Y Juniper refresh is the biggest overhaul the Model Y has ever gotten. When Elon sort of revealed that Model Y, what was it, back in 2019, was it? And then it sort of went on sale in 2020. It has been essentially the same car ever since then. And just like the Model 3 got its huge upgrade with Project Highland, that's what Project Juniper is going to be. And since the Model 3 and Model Y share so much of the same design DNA, you can expect that basically all the features of the new Model 3 are coming to the new Model Y, minus a couple of exclusive features that might just be for the Model Y, which is going to be really interesting. Starting first with the interior, like the Model 3, the new Model Y is going to have basically the exact same exterior. Tesla isn't going to go crazy with a total overhaul here of the design. So basically it's going to have the same dimensions, same width, same height, maybe a little bit longer and some small adjustments, but it's basically the same overall footprint and same size as we've got right now. This is confirmed by some recent drone footage, allegedly over Giga Berlin, that shows what appears to be a masked Model Y. This, you might remember, is similar to what we saw of some Model 3 test vehicles driving around the highways of California, basically confirming that Tesla is only covering the parts of the vehicle that are new. So the overall body and shape of this vehicle is basically the same Model Y we've got right now, but it's going to have the new front end, going to have the new back end, and uncovered will look a little something like this, with some beautiful renders here that show us what this Model Y is going to look like. Again, basically a bigger Model 3. Now, keeping with the theme of the exterior, colors on the new Model Y Juniper are going to be a little interesting since I'm not sure if the same Model Y color lineup we've got right now is going to stick around post-refresh. As of right now, it appears that Quicksilver and Midnight Cherry might have been introduced as sort of a stopgap sort of update here to get people excited about the Model Y and get them to update because, or I should say upgrade to a new vehicle, because sometimes all people need is a fresh coat of paint in order to get them to get a new vehicle. And it seems like that's what the case is for this. We don't have those colors on any other model. They're just going to be on Model Y. And while they are available internationally and being made from a couple of different factories, I wonder if this retool opportunity for the refresh is going to give Tesla an excuse to cut some of those colors down and then go back to basics. Like Model 3, you've got, stealth gray, you've got black, you've got blue, you've got white, you've got ultra red, and that's about it. Wouldn't be surprised if Tesla drops some of those special colors with the Model Y refresh, given they're trying to sort of streamline costs and production, and with this being an all-new vehicle, they don't need an incentive to get people to upgrade just with the color, which I'm not saying that's entirely why we have Quicksilver and Midnight Cherry, though I'd argue it's probably a really big reason, especially one of the big reasons we just got it here in the US. Under the hood with things you can't see, there's going to be a quieter suspension for a smoother ride. Also, thicker, more insulated acoustic glass, so you'll have basically a quieter cabin as you drive. This was super noticeable in the Model 3. And then we get to the point where there are a couple of rumors on things that might just be exclusive to the Model Y Juniper refresh. One theory floating around right now is that Model Y Juniper might be getting the front bumper camera. As of right now, this is only available in Cybertruck and seems to be a super useful feature. You might remember back when the Model 3 launched, there was a lot of speculation as to whether renders did include a front bumper camera. They didn't. Some claim it was there, then it was removed, and we really don't know what the true story is for that. Current rumors also say Model S and Model X will also be getting the front bumper camera at some point, but as of right now, those vehicles still are not refreshed, and the Model Y might actually be the second vehicle in the lineup to get the front bumper camera, which would be really cool. I'm all for that, and to give the Model Y some special features would be nice to see. Also, given that it's their most popular vehicle, makes sense. Now, as we cover all these big, exciting Tesla updates and new features and refreshes we could see, I think it's also important that we talk about one of the most overlooked upgrades you can give to your own Tesla right now that you really should if you haven't made the investment, and that is in a good pair of floor mats. You want something durable, you want something that looks good, easy to clean, and something that's super high quality because you've invested so much money in your car, you want to make sure the interior is invested, safe, and secure as well. And if you're looking for a great floor liner option, one of my favorites, what I've been using in my Model 3 for months and absolutely love, is made by this video's sponsor, Oedro. I've been using these mats in my Model 3 for months and months, and they still look as great as the day I took them out of the box. That's one of the things I love about them, is that they're super easy to clean and very, very durable, keeping sort of all nooks, crannies, and crevices of my Tesla interior safe. I got a 2-year-old, we've got Cheerios and different, water liquids flying throughout the back of the vehicle at all given times, so having a good way to protect my interior, but also an easy way to keep it clean is really important to me, and these mats do the job beautifully. I also love they're made of a high density and high strength TPE material that is extremely durable. And again, these are custom designed, custom fit for the interior of your Tesla. They've got tons of options for different Tesla models. So they're not just Model 3, Model Y, and other variations as well. And again, they are protecting the most important parts of your car. Whether you've got children, whether you've got pets, dirt, debris, gunk just finds its way in your Tesla. You want a way not only to keep that interior safe, you want something durable, but also a way to really easily clean it out. And having these mats from Oedro has been perfect, really easy to clean. Love the looks. They just check all the boxes. So if you guys want to learn more about these Oedro mats, check them out and give your Tesla a much needed interior upgrade today with these amazing floor liners. Hit the link right down below to learn more and give your Tesla a big upgrade with these Oedro mats today. Like right now, click that link down below. In addition to that, Not Tesla app has also speculated we could see some other Cybertruck features come to Model Y Juniper, as well as maybe Tesla's trying to make a bigger splash with this refresh. 48-volt architecture and steer-by-wire could be two huge features that come to the Model Y. I know steer-by-wire, for example, is a huge feature of the Cybertruck, makes things less complicated in the production, makes it way easier. They could sort of improve things over time with software. Does make a lot of sense. I'm not sure what impact this would have on production if, Tesla's trying to reserve those parts for Cybertruck or if they'd bring them the Model Y, but certainly it is exciting to see, or at least discuss the possibility of some exclusive Model Y Juniper refresh features that would include some cool stuff from Cybertruck finally making its way down the line. Though, it would be sort of weird to see that on the Model Y and not Model S and Model X first, but Tesla has definitely done stranger things. Of course, on the interior side here, Tesla is going heavy on creature comforts. We're going to get RGB ambient lighting. The wood trim is finally out of there. A rear screen for back passengers. You're going to have cooled, ventilated seats up front. You're going to have a new HVAC system, a brighter, more responsive screen, and also a host of other smaller things, faster speed USB-C ports, some improved back seats. and maybe even a little bit more cargo space as well to better utilize all that space in Model Y. Basically, you're going to get a quieter ride, a more comfortable ride, and just a little bit more of a luxurious, modern interior and cabin. Tesla obviously very well known for their minimal interior, so you either like it or you don't, but that is going to be sort of a refining theme here. That's sort of the theme here, refinement for Model Y Juniper. And also, if you're curious, like the Model 3, Tesla's going to be ditching stocks. Those controls are going to move onto the wheel, and then sort of your park and reverse and all that will either be smart shift automatically if you choose to turn that on, or you just do the forward and reverse gestures on the screen to control your vehicle. Basically, what we're hearing right now is that Tesla is getting ambitious, potentially, with the Model Y Juniper refresh. We're hearing they're trying to streamline production, they're trying to cut costs, but they also may be looking to bring some better features to the Model Y, given that it's their most popular vehicle, in an effort to boost sales and keep people excited about this vehicle. And I'm also curious to see what the lineup of the Model Y is as well post-refresh. Again, like I mentioned, Tesla has made a number of changes, cosmetic and even some more significant ones, in order to sort of diversify the lineup. And I'm curious to see if those stick around or not. Like the darker Gemini wheel covers that are now default here in the US, wonder if those stay around. And also the current Model Y lineup now, I wonder if that's going to change or not. We've got currently the Model Y rear-wheel drive long range, the all-wheel drive long range, and the performance. I wonder when the new Juniper refresh launches, if all three of those stick around, if we get the introduction of just a standard range rear-wheel drive, or if we get basically a three-tier option, sort of like Model 3, where you've got a base option, a mid-tier, and a performance level. And I wonder if Tesla would use this opportunity with their base level to cut costs even more in order to bring prices down, especially given that they'd have to do some things to qualify for the federal tax credit. If that was still on the table, if they could remove things like the panoramic glass sunroof, sorry, misspoke there. They could do cloth seats. If they could make some concessions and bring that price down, that may even make their most popular model even more popular, because more people could get their driveways filled with this thing if the price is more accessible and less expensive. So definitely not saying that's on the table. I'm not just, saying that's true, but I'm just saying it's something to think about as we could see the Model Y lineup change post Juniper refresh launch. All right, so with all that said, we really now have to answer the two final questions probably you're most interested to hear the answers to, and that is, how much is this going to cost, and when is it coming? Pricing is sort of a fickle thing to try to figure out, since we don't know specs, we don't know the trim levels, we don't know the models, but if the Model 3 Highlands release is anything to go off of, it seems like prices vary depending on your location in the world. Prices generally did go up a little bit, and then what we've seen from Tesla over the last couple of weeks is prices steadily continue to rise on the different Model 3 trim levels. So I'd expect something with the Model Y probably around the same price we've got right now, maybe a slight increase, and then probably incremental price increases as needed. Of course, the big question is if the full federal tax credit eligibility will continue for the Model Y, and if it won't. I'm assuming if the battery chemistry and technology is the same, then it would still qualify, but I guess that sort of depends on how things change with the refresh. I mean, on the Model 3 side, everything pretty much stayed the same. Model 3 Performance qualified before, still qualifies, and the Model Y, all models currently qualify. So it'll be interesting to see how things may change in that regard when the vehicle actually launches. And speaking of, when could we actually see the Model Y Juniper launch? Well, now that we've got at least a couple of leaks here, the center console and also sort of this overhead drone footage at Giga Berlin, I went back and tried to piece together a similar timeline with the Model 3. Back when we saw this video, I think it was around June, about this time last year, we saw this overhead video of the Model 3 at Tesla's Fremont facility. And if the timelines align here, we could be, and I emphasize could be, looking at a launch sometime this fall, maybe in September or October in certain parts of the world. We've heard that Tesla is definitely trying to accelerate the launch of this new Model Y, given the pressures and the issues they've had with sales. But at the same time, we don't know how far they are in the production process, how many they've produced, some of the issues they may be facing, where the vehicle is being built. Is it just in Germany? Is it also being built in the US, like Giga Texas? Well, Tesla says, and I should say this, they lie all the time, but Tesla's official company policy is there's no Model Y refresh coming this year. That's sort of to be determined. Reuters originally said, sort of with this big expose report, late 2024, early 2025. Things may have changed with that timeline, but as of now, the best guess we know right now is early 2025 seems very, very likely, and it's getting increasingly likely that a launch sometime in 2024 could actually be on the table here. As always, though, I want to know your thoughts on this, your thoughts on Model Y Juniper. What features do you want to see? What are you not liking about this update? When do you think it should be coming? What's the ideal pricing for you? And just in general, do you think the Model Y Juniper is going to be a worthy upgrade for you? If you've got a Tesla right now, will you upgrade or not? Please let me know down below in the comments. Also, just want to give a big thanks to Masterworks for sponsoring and supporting this channel. They have got over 400 artworks in their collection from names you've heard of: Picasso, Warhol, and Banksy. And as the economy right now is up and down and up and down, you're probably looking for a different investment strategy. And one of the best places to actually put your money is in fine art. Billionaires know it, banks know it, and now you can get a piece of the action as well. Masterworks makes it so simple, so easy. Over 900,000 users have signed up, and if you want to get immediate access, skip that wait list. All you've got to do is scan the QR code on screen right there, or head to masterworks.art/Rosenfeld to learn more and get started today. And again, skip that waitlist and get immediate access right now. And also, of course, I want to give you guys a chance to win some free Amazon gift card money. All you got to do is 3 simple things: like this video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below, and let me know if you stayed to the end of the video what your favorite Tesla color is. Are you a Quicksilver person? You like ultra red? Do you get access to Midnight Cherry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for support. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you all. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.